The North American pro scene has been, how do I say this kindly that everyone will understand, stuck in Bronze 3 the past few years, and decaying from Diamond 4, you know, pretty good, does the job most of the time, it still hasn't been able to climb itself out of the rut that it's in. This is for a few reasons, all to do with a viewership decline. After North America kept repeatedly getting rinsed on the international stage, it stopped really being recognized as a major region and more of a meme region, and thus not that exciting. Like, why would people want to watch a region that doesn't perform? And you can believe me on this because I'm from OCE. The loss of viewership caused loss of money, and the remaining popular teams started to decline or straight up leave, like Golden Guardians, EG, 100 Thieves, and Immortals, just to name a few. It seemed to start around the TSM controversy, but we all know the conception was even before that and may have even led to the TSM controversy. Oh, and we also can't forget about all the big teams having their academy rosters abolished. That was also a big turning point, along with a huge influx of imports that pretty much made the season who has more ex-world champions or Koreans. And to remedy this, Riot threw the kitchen sink at it and tried rebranding to the LTA, a move that aimed to shake up League of Legends esports in the Americas in 2024. On paper, it sounded great. They'd have stronger competition, with teams across all regions playing each other, a more sustainable business model for orgs, and new rivalries across North and South America. But in practice, it didn't really work out. Fans immediately pushed back. People missed the LCS name, the regional pride, and the legacy that came with it. The new format was also too confusing. There was 2 conferences, guest teams, cross-region matches, and most casual viewers didn't even know who was playing who anymore. And in a shoot myself in the foot type move, viewership slots were even contesting Valorant as well. Unsurprisingly, viewership and interest continued to drop, especially in the North Conference, and the whole thing just felt less personal. It was hard to get attached to a team if I didn't know any of the players and didn't even really have that much time to get attached to them in the first place. So after just one season, Riot has admitted the experiment didn't land. So for 2026, they're bringing back the LCS and CBLOL as separate leagues again, keeping a few format improvements but ditching the unified LTA brand. Basically, Riot had tried to reinvent the wheel and realized the old one was already rolling just fine, kinda. So they thought, let's just reattach it, because they aren't really ready to let NA League die. They're really Tryndamere ulting this entire region. This in itself is already relatively exciting. I mean, with the right moves, they might be able to restore some of the prestige the LCS once had. But I feel like to do this, you need to have exciting players. The region can't just be where ex-tier 1 players go for a paycheck. There needs to be investment in talent fostering, bring back academy teams, or incentivize NA high elo. Or another thing that may be happening, actually bringing in some exciting teams to watch. North America's biggest esports teams don't actually play League. So, rumored by Sheep Esports earlier this week is that Sentinels, the Valorant Kings, have their eye on the opportunity of joining the now LCS under a guest slot. As far as exciting teams go, Sentinels is probably the one to watch in the way of North American orgs. They have been in the LCS before in 2016-2017, but under their previous name, Phoenix One. Since then, the team now boasts a very respectable trophy cabinet with their fan base to boot, and upon rebranding to Sentinels in 2018, have quickly gained popularity through their bold social media presence and having some of the most exciting players to watch under their banner like TenZ, Zekken, and Zelsis, who were all Valorant prodigies. Now, while having a good Valorant team obviously doesn't guarantee they'll do well in League, but that's kind of the point of Sentinels going for the guest slot. It's a business move. Alongside the obvious benefit of avoiding paying the full franchise fee, they're still able to test the waters as far as developing a League of Legends team and brand goes. While this is still not confirmed, Sentinels did tell Sheep in June that they were evaluating the possibility of rejoining League of Legends as the promotion through a guest slot made the opportunity more attractive. So all of this sounds like a net pause for League of Legends North America. And like all the right strings might be being pulled to defib the scene, until the absolute joke of their promotion tournament just happened, involving some pretty sketchy in-game practices. Let's jump in, but just quickly, if you're enjoying the video and appreciate this type of content, a sub would be greatly appreciated as we aim for 200k before the year is up, and I just want to say thank you in advance for even just being here. Now, if you're unaware, the LTA North Promotion Tournament is a high-stakes event where Tier 2 teams fight for promotion to Tier 1 for the 2026 season. It's a pretty big advantage if you win this. 11 hours ago, DSG took on Estrol in a best of 5. Estrol, containing prestigious players such as Summit and ex-world champion Ghost, had their horns locked with DSG at 1 game apiece, with DSG leading the 3rd game by 3,000 gold. Until there was a very lengthy lengthy tech pause. Now, for some reason, this event was hosted online, leaving everything open to the mercy of server stability and ISPs. Both, as we all know, are everything but stable, and as a consequence, the teams entered one of the many lengthy pauses due to DDoS attacks. So many, in fact, they had to delay the event. But it was during this pause that the controversy begins. Following this Baron fight at Game 3 25:40 timestamp, the map regroups and the game is locked at 53k apiece at the 29th minute. Now, 7 minutes after the pause starts, I'll let you watch it yourself and see if there's anything suspicious going on. If you notice it, let me know in the comments below.
They can play slow, calm, cool, and collected. If they use those tools, it's tough for Estrel to beat them up with that. Got Silver Scrapes. I think they tried to play game 2 of that series like 4, 5, or 6 different times. They played it on 3 different days in the end. As, oh, I am seeing someone scrubbing the YouTube VOD behind. Interesting. Well,
did you catch it? Of course you did, because the announcer called it out. Behind Ghost, Summit had alt-tabbed and pulled up the Baron teamfight and a teamfight in mid lane and started scrubbing the VOD. While this seems inconsequential, it is absolutely not, and breaks multiple rules in the LTA competitive TOS. But if you still think it's not that major, let's hear what the owner of the opposing team, Toast, and Riot themselves had to say.
Oh, I am seeing someone scrubbing the YouTube VOD behind.
What? 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 Tell me that guy does not have the stream open. Tell me that one of the Estrel players did not just open the stream to look at the VOD. Does that matter? It only gives away every ward positioning that's available. And it is possible with long tech pauses like this. Is it against the rules to do that? Yeah. He's still on it. Is he watching it? Maybe he's watching a different game? Wait, I mean, what? Is that League? That's League of Legends, no? I mean, he shouldn't be. I just feel like you shouldn't just don't do anything. Don't open Discord. Someone can message you information. Just wait. Don't do anything. Don't do any. You can get. What the fuck? There's so little pixels. I don't know. I feel like I see a little yellow over here. It's definitely League of Legends. Skara. During a tech pause, are you allowed to pull up streams? This dude's pulling up the stream! Guys, what can you see? Look, guys. No cope, but the bottom left looks a little yellow. Yellow like DSG yellow. Don't you guys think there's a little yellow in there? It's muscle memory to LTAB. Brother, he's been watching this VOD for 5 minutes. What the fuck is going on with this promo tournament, man? Dude is... Okay, what is that? Wait. Whoa. He's skipping through the VOD. He's skipping... Look, watch. Watch how it changes. Okay? It's somewhat spectating. Wait, on the bottom left, it has a little black rectangle. Is that the rectangle in the actual overlay for the game? He has the VOD put up. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to take this tournament seriously? Why the hell am I investing hundreds of thousands of dollars for this kind of shit to happen?
Yeah, rightly so. And now for Riot, who literally just posted this. Like, I had to edit the script after I'd finished writing it just to include this. Competitive update. After extensive review of the allegations raised during the LTA North promotion tournament between Estrel Esports and Disguised, match officials have provisionally suspended Summit from competing pending the outcome of a full investigation. The Esports Global Code of Conduct 2025 edition provides that, quote, cheating is defined as the use of any in or out of game method, technique, or technology that affects the outcome of a game or that gives a personal or team unfair advantage, including, for example, the use of hacks, bug exploits, cheats, or communication with individuals who are not playing in the game. Estrel Esports will be permitted to field a substitute player from their existing roster in the interim. We take all levels of competition seriously and remain committed to upholding competitive integrity across all matches. Yes, of course you do. Now, Summit probably won't say exactly what he was looking for while scrubbing, but it has the potential to be quite major. Could be looking at the next team rotations, timing summoner spells that may have been missed, ward placement, it could be anything. Pro games have the potential to live or die by one missed flash timer after all. And if you think that is all, well, ex-world champion Ghost did it too. In Game 5 versus Conviction, you can just see Ghost open the chat log before copying and then pasting something in what appears to be perhaps Discord. Possibly just another way to keep track of sums. I don't really know what was happening here. Any communication outside of the game is prohibited though, so it doesn't really matter.
He's able to get away for a moment, not able to get away from the Hextech ultimatum, but now TF Blade has come around the corner and he is swinging axes like a madman. It's going to be re-engaged from Summit. They get the CC chain. TF Blade trying to heal up from these auto attacks, but stunned. Wow! Sets him up beautifully. A double kill for TF Blade.
You gotta love it. Knowing the limits. The members of Conviction, the two members who have been playing together, all split log. Clutch that fight out, but still, you lose out on the Otacon.
The bottom line is this tournament is actually about saving a lot of money to play in Tier 1. So I don't really understand why there's such a lack of sportsmanship, professionalism, and ethic control here. But anyway, this situation is still developing, kinda. I'll be sure to keep you up to date as it does, so be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!